What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back, another busy week, but hopefully things start to quieten down soon. Regardless, there's been a lot of rumors circulating about the Washington Wizards recently, about trading Bradley Beal, eventually entering a full rebuild. So today we're going to hop in and make that happen. Let's get it. So the first item on the agenda, I see that they will be holding on to Wes Unseld as the head coach for the near future at least. I'm going to go ahead and give him a 2-year deal, and we do get him back on that. Cool, so that's the only change we're going to make for now. Now, just before we get started, weirdly, I actually sort of have a plan this time. Usually these things are fluid, and as I'm building the team and seeing who's available, that's sort of what I do. But given Bradley Beal's massive contract, given the no trade clause, and all of the other things you've already heard a million times before, I do want to send him somewhere he wants to be, and I just saw a report saying Miami is at the top of his list. So I think we'll be doing a Tyler Hero trade, and that might be one I have to override for just because I don't know if 2K will make it make sense, but I will try. Porzingis, I personally don't really want to keep around. I mean, he is 27, but I think I will try to find a sign and trade for him. And Kuzma, honestly don't know if he wants to re-sign because, you know, he's a fan of warm weather and big markets, so he might even be headed back to an LA team somehow. I don't know, we'll see. So this is going to be the first trade we make here, so I'm probably going to have to override for this because of how 2K value works. But you've seen it thrown around. It's Bradley Beal for Tyler Hero, Jovic, Duncan to make the money work, and their first round pick in this draft. So they'll probably say no, they do, but I'm going to override that. So welcome to the team, Tyler Hero. Now, I do want to do something a little bit different. I actually plan on transitioning him to a full-time point guard for us. Now, obviously, his assist numbers aren't the greatest at the moment, and he is a shoot-first guy. But I'm going to try and find a good veteran point guard in free agency. Maybe that can be Monte Morris or someone like that to teach him the playmaking and get him some more badges. KP, as I said, in free agency, we will do a sign and trade with. We'll see where it makes sense. And then probably the same with Kuzma. Otherwise, I will let him walk. I know Utah's been rumored because obviously that's where he went to college, and also Phoenix has been rumored. So we'll see if we can get a deal done with either of those two teams. And then Porzingis, I don't really know what I want back for him, but also I'm not totally opposed to keeping him. He's 27. We do have injuries on though, so we'll see what we want to do there. But regardless, let's go into the NBA draft. We're just going to go ahead and skip right to our pick. We're going to see who's available here. Jalen Hood-Schifino is here. He's listed as a point guard here. Jarace Walker is here. Ryan Rupert is here. Anthony Black, the guy that's rumored mainly to the Wizards in real life at this pick, has gone. That's fine because obviously we want Tyler to be our point guard in this world. I think I will go Jarace Walker here to probably replace Kristaps once he's gone because he's technically our power forward. So we'll go ahead and do that. We have one more pick as well, obviously from the Heat. Ryan Rupert has fallen here, so I'll definitely take him. We can take a chance on him. He can be a boom or bust sort of guy for us. Looks like we do have another trade. I wonder if that's our second round pick, and it is. We have one here from the Bulls, so I guess I'll make this selection because some good players do tend to fall in these draft classes. Marcus Sasser as a backup point guard here moving on in the second round is great value. And then let's see if there's anyone else here. We get offered a trade for this, but I think it's better to use here. And Emoni Bates is still here, so why not? Let's let it fly. Let's see how we did. So you can see the draft summary there with the top picks. So we have Jarace Walker at a 77, Ryan Rupert at a 73, 69 nice for Marcus Sasser, and a 70 for Emoni Bates. So not the worst value in the world. Saying we would have too many players on the roster, that's totally fine. We can definitely go ahead and release some of these guys. Jay Huff, Laker legend, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of you, my friend. We can get rid of this guy here as well. Isaiah Todd, and then my fellow Aussie Xavier Cooks. That looks nothing like him. I was disgusted when I saw that. So I will keep him around if I can, but obviously we will not hesitate to release him if we have to. So we still have too many roster spots. I guess Isaiah Todd. Actually, Isaiah Todd is younger. So like I said, I'm sorry, Xavier Cooks, but we're going to have to let you go. And now we can sign everybody. Nice. So Porzingis and Kuzma opt out, which is to be expected. We'll definitely extend the qualifying offer to these two young bucks. Their player options, pardon me. And now let's go to free agency. So first thing we will do is offer KP a 3-year deal worth about 33 million. That should be at the top of his list. Now, this might make it easy for us. We don't have bird rights on Kuzma for whatever reason, and it looks like he's going to walk to the Thunder. So, I mean, you can argue if that's the bigger market or not, but it looks like he will do that. So we get KP back on that deal, and as I said, it is time to move on from him. We can also announce the rights on everyone else, and Kuz goes to OKC, which is fine. Definitely, probably not a possibility to OKC, but a possibility that we lose him. And I actually don't mind this. So we're getting Ayton basically for Porzingis. We have to throw our money in there too. But that's fine. We have a ton of forwards as it is. Now, I was thinking that this trade actually makes sense for them. We were initially saying that Phoenix is interested in Kuz, but they didn't get him. So instead, they're going to add KP. So that just gives them really nice top four. He replaces Ayton. I can even change him to a center if that's what they prefer, because they have KD as a power forward. I know 2K is a bit weird. It probably won't start him. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Not sure how people will feel about that, but I don't think that's the worst swap in the world. So let me go ahead and just help them out. We can make Porzingis a center, and then we can make sure his backup position is power forward. Cool. So now they have a team of Chris Paul, Devin Booker, Amoni Bates, I guess, which is kind of funny, playing with Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant and Porzingis. I actually like that trade almost more for them, but I don't mind it for us too, because our starting center was Gafford, and I like Gafford, particularly in 2K. Friend of mine, we always play 1v1s together just with rosters or rebuilded rosters sometimes, and he's always a 2K god. So if you ever get him in a rebuild, he's cheap and you actually need to play with him, he's great. So now we have a better center rotation. Our starting point guard is Tyler Hero, Ryan Rupert, and Johnny Davis. I don't love that, but I don't mind going into a full rebuild next season. Corey Kispert and Duncan Robinson. That's also kind of funny. Then the power forward spot is just loaded. I kind of want minutes for these top three guys. The bottom three I'll probably not play unless there's an injury. So we're going to work out what we're doing there. It might even mean moving one of these guys to be our starting shooting guard for this season, and then moving probably Denny to be our starting small forward. I think I like that. So we'll see what we want to do there. We do have a top 12 protected pick in this upcoming draft. I'll keep an eye on that. I'm not sure if 2K actually has the smarts to be able to offer that, or if it's just going to go straight to them. But let's see what happens. I'd probably rather start Kispert, but if we make Duncan, yeah, okay. So Kispert's going to bump down to our 2, at least for this season, which is definitely not out of the realm of possibility. He has played that. So now we're going to look like 1, 2. We'll see what we want to do with those other guys. 3, 4. And I guess Monte Morris or DeLon Wright. Probably Monte is going to mentor Tyler Hero, even though they're not that much of a gap in age, but that's fine. So we got our starting shooting guard. Then we want to make Denny probably our starting small forward. He actually goes up to a 77, which is nice. So Denny will start at our 3, Jarace Walker at our 4, and Ayton at our 5. So we have a nice young team now, just like that. We've flipped the switch just by moving a couple of guys, losing Kuz, whatever. So now I might also look to offload some of these guys, because we don't need DeLon Wright and Monte Morris. It'll probably just be maybe for a second round pick or a heavily protected first, or a first from a really good team, just because I don't need this many guys. But I will let you know what I decide to do, because obviously I'd rather develop Marcus Sasser. We do actually have too many players on the roster to begin with, so I might see if I can do like a multi-package with some of these guys, just like I said, to either bring in a pick, or if it is one better player, we'll see. And I think I'll do this trade with the Wolves. We get a 26 first round pick, swap West with Utah, and Josh Minot. They basically get 3 for 1 in terms of players. And then realistically, I'm probably just going to release Josh, because I don't really need him on the roster. I mean, he's only 20 years old and he's on a nice contract. So actually we will keep him, scratch that. And then I think lastly, I just want to go ahead and get rid of DeLon Wright, just because, as I said, we don't need, if I can find where I'm going, as I said, we don't need him and Monte Morris. So I'll just try to get a pick for him, no player. And the Bulls will give me a first round pick and a second round pick. Sure, we'll take that. He can go to Chicago. Cool. So now we've thinned out the roster a little bit. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. But just like that, I think we are ready for this upcoming season. Let's go ahead and see. Is there anyone else? I mean, if there was an older, we could bring John Wall back. I'm only considering that because obviously Monte Morris would be the better option as a backup, although 2K John Wall is still a beast. I'm just wondering how much of his badges will regress, because if I can get at least, needle threader, dimer, bailout for Tyler Hero from him, I'd really like that, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. And I don't know, I think maybe we're 1 year too early, so maybe we bring back John Wall next year. We'll probably be better and we can actually compete. So I think we will leave it there. This is going to be the roster going into the first year of the rebuild. And this is kind of different, right? Most of the recent rebuilds have been contending teams now, but this is a full-on rebuild. So we do get progression out of these guys, which is awesome. Ayton's at an 87, Hero's at an 86, Monte Morris is at a 79. So it might actually make more sense to start Hero and Morris this season, but we'll see how we go. I think I'd rather have Morris as a 6-man. But let's go ahead and get into next season. I'm pretty excited about this. Something different. So we are a defense system, but you can see we're terrible at that. So we're going to move to 7 seconds. Now, to be honest, going into this rebuild, I was scared because I thought the future of this team is just completely ruined. But thank God they finally come to their senses, and Beal has also, and they've decided to part ways. I think that's going to be super beneficial in the long term. So being able to trade him really opened things up for us. So we're going to start Tyler Hero, Corey Kispert, Denny Avdia, Jerace Walker, DeAndre Ayton. I like that starting five, man. They're all still pretty young. Monty Morris as a six-man is perfect, back to doing what he does best. Everyone's upset. I assume that's because the team looks like it's going to kind of suck. Gafford, Jovic is getting minutes. So is Johnny Davis and Ryan Rupert. Very nice. George Niang, obviously we're not going to worry about Duncan. I'm going to send Marcus to the G League just because of that low overall. I know. So let's go ahead and do that before we do anything else so I don't forget. Marcus Sasser, Capital City Go-Go. And now the other thing I want to make sure is if we go here, I don't know how much he's going to get out of this because of the age difference, but very nice. He actually has very high ability to unlock those. Dime is kind of low, which sucks. Now, a lot of people don't know this. They'll just probably have anyone mentored by anyone with a lot of badges. You want around 10 years of difference, I've noticed, because if, say, Tyler's 23, if we had someone that was 33, the graph that shows you how soon they get those badges is just way higher. And obviously position, being the same position, matters too. So Tyler already has floor general, which is nice. If we can get those to silver and at least bronze dimer this season, I mean, he's going to be a very solid point guard. And I like his height at 6'5". If he's playing point guard, he's technically going to be the smallest guy on the court. So it makes it a little bit harder to pick on him. Now, again, not a big age difference, but we'll have Ayton sort of mentor Jerace here. We can go pogo stick and brick wall, sure. And if Ryan Rupert is going to be a starting shooting guard for us, we can go ahead, I guess, let Duncan Robinson mentor him. We can give him just some shooting badges, and that is good with me. Now, before we go any further, let me check these shot tendencies. So Ayton, you can now get the shots you've always wanted. We're going to up those to an 85. Tyler's can be at a 95. Monty Morris is going to be the six-man, so we're going to up this to probably like an 80, and then 80 touch tendency as well. Denny Avdia, yeah, we need that way up. We need him to develop as well. So I'll actually probably try to find him somebody that can mentor him as well. We have a ton of people on the roster. We'll see if anyone fits. Corey Kispert, you're going to be taking threes. We can up that a little bit. And then the rest of these guys are pretty good. And I mean, I guess George Niang is really the only other veteran we have. You can see he's not really that susceptible to learning these badges, but it's better than nothing. So with that said, I say we get into the season. We see sort of what we want to do. Our chemistry is at 33%. That makes sense. We're going to get blown out here against Chicago. This is the DeLorme Wright team, yeah? 9-2. Nice. He actually had a pretty solid game. DeMar 36. So in his first game as a Wizard, Ayton, 27-10. Tyler Hero with 23-4-8. So we'll keep an eye on the Heat and the Suns as well, obviously. Denny Avdia, nice, 17 points. Jovic, Jerace Walker in his first game with 7 and 6. Cool, man. So I'm going to get it moving, and if anything crazy happens, I'll let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you in a second. So we're at the trade deadline, and we started off really bad, but I don't know how we've done it, but we've ended up in the playoff hunt as the 7 seed. You can see we actually have the same record as the Heat, who have Bradley Beal. So we're winning right now. Regardless, I don't care if we make the playoffs or not, but we would feel great as well if we can make it and just get us some experience as a young team. So if we want to go have a look at who's playing well, pretty much everyone's happy. Everyone started upset. Everyone's playing really well. Tyler Hero putting up almost 6 assists, 50-49 in his first season starting as a point guard. Oh, it's going to bring a tear to my eye. It is so beautiful. Corey Kispert is shooting 43% from 3. Denny Avdia is giving us about 15, 6, and 3.5 on 37 from 3. Jerace Walker about 7 and 4 on 36 from 3. DeAndre Ayton, for most of the season, was putting up 20 and 10, 57% from the field. He's dominating, and it actually works this time. Monty Morris per 36, 20 and 8. He's the perfect six-man. Daniel Gafford as our backup center has been great. Jovic has been really good. 3-point percentage is whatever, but apart from that, solid. Ryan Rupert is a rookie, 15 and 4, 6. I like to go per 36 for the bench guys, gives us a better idea. But 42 from the field, 36 from 3. Even Johnny Davis, I mean, 17, not the greatest efficiency, but he's been okay. And we will go and check up on our guy, Marcus Sasser. How's he doing in the G League? He's upset. That makes sense, but come on, my guy. You're a 66 overall. I'm not going to play you. So with that said, we look good. Do we want to be buyers is the question. I mean, I kind of like what we have. We're just so young. Monty Morris is the perfect six-man. I think we thug it out and we try to make it sort of in that 6 to 8 seed range. You can see now we have 2 87s with the boost, 81. We did a solid job just with a few trades. Now, I did promise You saw the Heat there. Let's check the NBA standings. So they are literally tied for the same record as us. Same field goal percentage. Let's see. They are scoring less points than us, but they're playing slightly better defense. We have a slightly better point differential. So let's see how their guys are doing. So they are starting Bradley Beal at the 2. I mean, I guess you can start Lowry. I would probably put Jimmy at the 2, Beal at the 1, and then you can move Caleb Martin to the 4. I mean, they picked up Gallo to Bams there. I'm not going to tell them what to do. So Kyle Lowry, that's whatever. Bradley Beal. So yeah, I mean, they can't complain about their end of the trade. Their record isn't great, but Beal is putting up 29, 5.5, and 3 on almost 50, 40, 83 splits. That's a bit generous rounding, but that's still really good. And then if we go over to this side, the Suns. Normally they suck by this point in the sim, which is crazy, but they are now, what's that, 30 and 25. So maybe KP is that missing piece. And they are starting Anthony Lamb. Did they lose? They have Melo too, which is kind of cool. Monty Bates. I'm just trying to work out if they lost somebody, but I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't love that starting small forward spot for them, but I mean, they're doing well. They got a decent record, 5 games over 500. I'm just thinking if I make KD a small forward for them, it's probably better for them to start Melo, right? So I might actually do that, even though Melo is retired in real life. Let's just ignore that. Let's go over here. KD probably goes up. No, he stays the same. All right. I feel like he's better at small forward anyway. So let's go ahead and make, not a center. Jesus. All right. So make that happen. So now they can start Melo. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and keep simulating because, I mean, we're great. We're not great, but we're 500, and with this roster, we're doing really well. So let's go ahead and see if they made that adjustment. All right, cool. So now they can start Melo, and they actually won that next game. That is beautiful, man. That starting 5, even though Melo's holder and he's technically retired. I mean, he's giving them 10 points on 40% from 3, so he's probably just a corner shooter at this point. But that's still fine. They have Shamet as their 6 man. I mean, their bench sucks. I would like to think that they're playing Amani, but they haven't even bothered. I mean, I would have even considered maybe giving him a start and seeing what he can do. Probably start off the bench and then level up to that. But that's fine, man. So we're going to go ahead, keep it moving. I'm very pleasantly surprised, but I will see you guys in a minute. No All-Stars, which is whatever. Actually, we have the Heat here, so we can just see what happens here. We beat them in a 4-point game. DeAndre Ayton, Tyler Hero, and then on there, and Bradley Beal. So he's been good for them. I'll see you guys in the postseason. Just a quick pause. I'm going to obviously extend Monty Morris. He's willing to accept that. So let's go ahead. Probably just a 2-year deal. We can go ahead and give him, it's 10 mil reasonable. If I go ahead and maybe front load that, he'll accept that. Cool. So we'll keep it moving. And we just blew out OKC too. So I'm just curious. Ayton's been so good for us, man. Kuzma, 2 points, 1 for 7, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. He's not having the greatest season, very down from last season, so I'm not too upset that he walked. Would have been nice to get something for him, but we already have so many assets, so it's fine. We went above 500, but we had a chance to finish 500. We went on a bit of a losing streak, but we lost the last 2 games, and the last one was to Miami, so they might be the reason we don't make the play-in tournament. I don't know yet. We'll see. Trae Young, MVP. Vic, obviously Rookie of the Year, 20 and 11. Sheesh. Jalen Hood-Schifino, 6th Man of the Year. Nice. Giannis. DG, Most Improved. Quinn Snyder. You know how much 2K loves the Hawks now. We do get 2 rookies on All-NBA second team in Jarace Walker and Ryan Rupert off the bench. Nice. I was going to say, did we make the play-in tournament? I thought Miami knocked us out, but they made it as the 9 seed. And we actually ended up as the 6 seed, 2 games under 500. So was the East just trash? But also Boston versus Washington. That's cool. Bit of a throwback. But like, how did we come out with a better record? What? I thought we finished really weak. So let's see what happened there. I mean, I guess... So we finished 40 and 42, same record, but I guess we had the tiebreaker over the Bucks, which is wild. Miami finished 39 and 43. They might not make the playoffs with Bradley Beal, but I mean, he held up his end of the bargain. I guess they just weren't good as a team. And then on our end, okay, we made it. Cool. So let's just simulate this play-in tournament quickly. Does Miami make it? They lose in the first round. Jeez, I mean, I can't do anything about that. That's on them, I guess. But we can see here, obviously, they still have the Jays, Robert Williams. So we're most likely not even going to win a game this series, but we can see what we can do. We did, I think, definitely overperform and surprise people. So we might get a game. Everyone's playing up. But Tyler ended with 23-4 and exactly 6 assists. They finished with 6 assists, up from about 3-4. So he's gotten better every season. If he can get that up to the 7 range, even at 6, I don't mind him being our point guard, but at 7, I would love that. He was a 50, 40, 96 guy. He was worth the trade, definitely. And then you got Corey Kispert, 42 from 3. Denny, we have pieces that fit, which I love. 15 and 6. He scored very well. Is pretty efficient. Grace Walker about 9-6. He's not scoring that much, but I guess that's not necessarily his role. And then Ayton with about 20 and 10 on 60% from the field. He's sometimes a 2K beast. 13 and 6 off the bench there for Money. And then 9.8 there for Gaff. 7 and 3 for Jovic. Terrible 3-point efficiency. Yikes. Johnny Davis wasn't bad. Ryan Rupert, we saw he made a rookie team. I think he's going to be much more important going into the next couple of seasons. And Marcus Sasser, he's upset, but he did get up to a 70 overall there in the G League. So we'll see if there's any play time for him next season. Otherwise, we can see what we want to do. But I think for the playoffs, we're going to drop it to a 9, but I think we're going to have Ryan Rupert play over Johnny Davis. I mean, Johnny Davis, 18, 34, 15 and 6 for Jovic. Realistically, I probably want to get him some more run because I would rather have him in our future plan. So let's do something like that. 40 to Hero, 29 to Avdia, 22, 38. Let's just see what happens here against Boston. I assume we get destroyed. We lose game 1 by 1 point. Relatively close. Tyler Hero with 41 and 8. I love to see that on only 2 turnovers. So that's a great game there from him. We go down 2-0. Okay, 50 from Tatum. Yeah, we get blown out. That's a high scoring affair. But Tyler Hero, 37 and 5. So this could be not his coming out series. We do win a game, but he is, stepping up and taking that lead role now. So 33 and 6 on great efficiency on 1 turnover. That's elite. 20 and 10 for Denny. 16. I'm sure there's some crazy stat line I miss when doing this. It's hard to absorb everything when you're recording these videos. Tyler Hero, I mean, we're going to lose in 5, I would imagine. We do win another one. Tatum there. Ayton and Hero have just been going off, man. Like 33, 5, and 6.6 on 50, 50, 90. He's stepping it up even more. So is Ayton, 20 and 8. All right, man, let's just see. Can we force a game 7 or do we lose in 6? Yeah, I figured that would be the case. In that last game, Hero, 27, 5, and 3. So in that first round, he gave us 32. Very happy with that trade. Same with the Ayton trade. Everyone else was fine too. So let's just go ahead and see who wins the finals this season. And it's going to be the Cavs against the Warriors. Never seen that before. And the Cavs actually win in 7. DG is your finals MVP. LeBron retires. I'm going to tell him no. I can't. I already did that. I guess it's a scenario. So someone did that in the first season. Melo is retiring. That's fine. They can find a new power forward. Kyle Lowry been overturned already, so maybe they go ahead and start Brad. They lost Gallo too. But we're in a much better place than the Heat, and you can see that Chicago Bulls pick there at number 1. Was that for the DeLon Wright trade? I mean, at least they have 6 from Portland, but there's no way, right? Surely. All right, we 4 to 5, but I think that is where that's from. That's kind of funny. I had no idea they'd be that bad. So let's go straight to the draft here. I don't know if I want to make this pick or if I want to trade it. I mean, I guess we just go down to our pick and see who's available. And otherwise, yeah, there's a lot of teams interested. I mean, Martas Buzelis fell to 3. So did Bronny. I kind of feel like we need to take Martas, right? Like we have, I mean, I guess Corey Kispert and Ryan Rupert, but I think I'd be stupid not to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and take him. W draft. It's the only pick we have, but I'll take it. And I just realized we were supposed to get the pick from the Rockets. So we should have had 5 and 6. But that's fine, 2K. I'll be generous. We don't need anyone else. He's coming in at a 79 overall. That's awesome. We'll pick up everyone here, including Marcus. And then let's see, do we have any QOs? Denny, definitely want to bring him back as well. Free agency, I think, is just going to be bringing Denny back and just banking on progression because I don't think we have to do anything crazy. I mean, we overperformed this season. He wants a lot of money. Let's see if I can lock him up on a little bit less. So can I get you on about 23.5 on a flat rate? I mean, is that an overpay? That might be. So I might go ahead and give him a 3-year deal instead. See if I can lowball him a little bit. We'll even front load that just because the way 2K views contracts. So hopefully he does accept that and that'll set us up very nicely for the future. He does. Cool. So now our roster is going to be Tyler Hero, Monte Morris, Marcus Sasser is there. Martas Buzelis, I like him a lot better out of any of our other options there at shooting guard. Denny Avdia, and then also like one of these guys, we're going to move Corey Kispert back to our backup small forward because neither of these guys are going to play. I like our power forward core. Hopefully Jerace progresses, and I like our center core. So I think that is actually going to be all we do. Let's go ahead, play progression. Just hope we get better by age, I guess. Tyler Hero's up to an 88. I love to see that. Has he got any more playmaking badges? Please tell me he does. Bailout, does he have? He has Dimer on bronze. Awesome. So he's getting those point guard badges. He's got silver floor general. That's awesome. DeAndre Ayton might have plateaued here at an 87, but that's fine. Denny's up to an 82. He does not have many more badges, but at least he has some defensive ones. We need to make sure Monty is still coaching Tyler Hero there. Gaff is always going to be a fine backup. We do have a goal finishing badge for Jarace Walker. That's pretty good. And he has some defensive badges. That is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and move on to the next season. All right, so going into this season, we're a very deep team. We have an 89, an 80, 82, 80, 88, 81, 81, 80, 76 all the way down here. So we will run a 10-man, but I'm going to give Jovic those minutes over Johnny Davis, unfortunately. Even Marcus Sasser is ready for some burn. So we'll see what we want to do. I think we might be buyers at this deadline. I mean, I guess we'll see how we start the season. Lose to the Grizzlies, of course. Ja Morant has 34, but I think we might be one good player away from making a real push. So I'll see if we want to do anything. We do have plenty of leftover pieces we're not really playing that we can move to upgrade. But in any case, give me a second and I'll be back with you guys. We'll see if anything crazy happens. So we've taken a massive step back. You can see we're 23 and 32. Not in the picture, so I was going to make a big trade, but it doesn't really make sense now. So I think we'll give it another offseason. We have our picks, so we can get that and then be able to throw that into a trade. So I'm eyeing off a better power forward because Jarace, I mean, I know it's only been, what, a season, but I'm not sure that 7 and 5 on 46%, 30% from 3 is going to get the job done. Everywhere else, I'm pretty happy. I don't mind moving Denny to the 4. He can play the 3 or the 4, depending on if we want to go after a small forward or a power forward. We can throw in someone like Jarace. We can throw in Marcus Sasser. We can throw in Johnny Davis. We can throw in Josh Minot. So we have a lot of young assets. So I think we've done this very well. Tyler Hero's playing like a 90, 88 for Ayton. So we're looking good. I think with one more offseason, plus maybe a major trade, we might be able to do something. And hey, we win 2 games. So who knows? Maybe we have a big second half, get blown out by the next team and then lose to the Knicks. So, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, we're not going to be making the playoffs this season, which hurts a little bit, taking a step back, but I think we will also go ahead and get a new head coach. Monty Morris wants to re-sign again. I don't think I'll give it to him just yet. And then we can see what else we want to do in the offseason. So it sucks, but it is what it is. We'll take a season off and I'll see you guys in a bit. I have no clue what just happened, but we went on a massive winning streak and we finished 41 and 41, 500. So we'll see if that does get us a play-in spot. Ron Holland is Rookie of the Year. Jalen Hood-Schifino again. Ron Holland, we do get Martas Buzelis there. 14, 4 on 36 from 3. 14 and 7. So I guess Ron Holland was better overall, but shot worse from the field. Let's see where we end up. Are we in the play? We are in the play-in this time. So we finish as the 8 seed. Not bad, considering you guys saw how bad we were when I showed you. So Tyler Hero ends with about 25-5, and he's almost up to 7 assists. That's what I wanted. 53-48, 96 splits. He's so good, man. 14-4. I just hope his defense doesn't kill us that much. We saw Buzelis. Denny, he dropped off a little bit in scoring, but 13-5 and 4. Very good from my small forward. He's more of a point forward. Then we have Jarace we talked about. DeAndre Ayton fell off a little bit too, 16 and 10, but still shot really well from the field. Kispert was great off the bench. Gaff doing Gaff things. Monty Morris there. He's been an elite guy off the bench. Ryan Rupert shot very well. And Jovic had a much better second season shooting the ball, at least from 3. 15, 6.5, and then obviously these guys didn't play. So we'll go ahead and drop this down to a 9-man. Don't love that our system doesn't really line up with our coach either. So let's see. We're going against the Magic here. They have Cason Wallace, Franz Wagner. So this is a winnable game. I think our depth sort of carries us. We almost have a big 3-2, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead. I'll simulate the play-in. We did win a game. We are the 7 seed. Cool. We do still make the playoffs, not as a high of a seed. You guys know 2K loves the Hawks now. So they have Trey. They got Clay. That's basically just the Splash Bros 2.0. Obviously, Curry the better shooter. But then the rest of the team is so-and-so. So let's see. If we can win a game or 2 against them, I feel pretty good. Let's see. Game 1, they win. So we lose this game where Tyler Hero has 34 and 6. He's putting up a comfortable 30, but it wasn't enough. So let's see. Game 2, we actually win. Trae Young with 26. Martas Buzelis, as I said, Hero's comfortable putting up 30. I mean, he still put up 9, 10, and 10 assists on 50% shooting. That's fantastic. Let's see. Can we take a lead? We actually got up 2-1. Tyler Hero, there it is, back with 39 and 8. Beautiful stuff. What's going to happen now? I imagine they're going to tie it up. No, we actually got 3-1. Wow. Ayton with 24 and 14. Can we knock off 2K's darling child, the Hawks? Nope, they bring it back to 6. I feel like we're going to go to a 7 and lose this. And we actually beat them in 6 to go to a rematch with the Celtics. Tyler Hero on a closeout game with 37, 3 and 6. He's been elite. Have they made any changes is the question. We are the 6 and 7 seed. So I guess 2K and real life just proving it doesn't matter. Hang on, there's no Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. There's no way they're both injured, right? No, because I saw Jaylen Brown's in Toronto. That's why they're the 4 seed. Is Jason Tatum injured? He is. Okay, so we should... I mean, 2K's garbage. So watch me lose to Malcolm Brogdon and Robert Williams. But we should breeze through this series. Let's see. I don't want to talk. We win game 1. We blow them out. Tyler Hero 28, 6 and 10. I wonder how long Tatum is out for. That is what's scaring me. Let's just quickly go to his player card. He's out for the season, bro. There's no way. We have to win this. This is a gimme. 2-0. Brogdon with 16 points. Christ. 3-0. Yes. Ayton with 33. Can we please sweep this team? Anything less would have been a failure, and it looks like we're going to have the Cavs. Hero closes out with another 30 piece. That's just become common for him, and we're in the conference finals as a 7 seed. We are this year's version of the Lakers or the Miami Heat. So let's say we're just a deep team, but we don't have, I mean, we have heroes putting up 30, but we don't have like a third really, or even a second go get you a bucket type of guy. They have 3 90s and an 88. Jeez, we're done for. Let's see, game 1. We win. I don't know what to say. I mean, 22 and 10 from Ayton. Hero doesn't even have a good game. I mean, he shot efficiently, but he didn't really shoot the ball that much. We got up 2-0. Danny Avdija with 28, 6 and 3. There's no way we got 3-0. They're going to come back and beat me. We got 3-0. 22 from Hero. There's no way, bro. Can we win this? No, watch me blow a 3-0 lead. Let's see. Can we win in 5? Oh my God, we're in the finals. There is no shenanigans going on right now. I don't know how this is happening. Tyler Hero 25 and 10. Do we have the Warriors? Let's see. It is the Warriors. Okay, so we have Stephen Curry. Do they have anyone new? Jordan Poole, Wiggins, Kuminga. That's right, they got Capella for Clay, right? Oh, there's no way, bro. There is no way we win this. This is going to be insane. I mean, if it's anything, it's going to be our depth, right? Like, if we go to our player stats, I mean, Tyler Hero is giving us 25 and 8 on 50, 47, 100 splits. He's a beast. And then Ayton with about 20 and 10, 19 for Denny, 14 for Martas, 12, 10. So we just have a bunch of guys averaging around 10 points. I guess that's what it is. Let's just see. Game 1. Bro, what is going on? 31 for Poole, 31 for Wiggins, 26 for Ayton. I did not think this was going to go this quickly. Let me not get too cocky because they will probably come back and win. Triple-double for Steph, 22 there. Can we go up 2-1? No. Okay, so we go down 2-1 for the first time, 143. Steph with 42 and 14. I don't think he's going to let us beat him. We do tie it up, though. Ayton with 26 and 10. He's dominating Tyler Hero. This is crazy right now. Jordan Poole with 37. And we got 3-2, please, 2K. Oh my God, what is happening? What is happening? Tyler Hero 36 and 13. I promise you, like, I'm going to go over here, go to general, and then where is difficulty? You can see simulated difficulty is on 50, so I have no idea what's going on. And then the only other thing I'm curious to see is if we go player stats and from playoffs, just NBA finals. So Ayton's actually leading us in scoring, followed by Hero, but he's also putting up 8 assists, 19 for Denny. I mean, let's see. Let's simcast this. We are in Washington, so I don't know, man. Could this be it? Starting off down 14-9, not good. About a 6-point game. I won't go through this whole thing because I feel like we're going to lose. Just kidding. We take a lead here and we're blowing them out. What the hell is this rebuild? This, honest to God, feels like some sort of like penance or karma or something for all the times 2K has made me blow stupid leads and win with really good teams. I have no idea what the hell just happened. This is a sim. I mean, Tyler Hero, I was talking about making him a point guard, 12 and 12. Tyler Hero. For some reason, stamina is turned off in game, but it was on in the sim because I could see people getting tired. I don't know what the guy's there. I guess I changed that when I was playing with a friend or something. We get 8 and 20 rebounds. Ayton has a 28-20 game in the closeout of the NBA Finals. What is life right now? Can we go overstep? Oh my God. I just somehow accidentally built the greatest team I've ever constructed. Yeah, 2K's weird, man. 2K's a weird-ass game. For a great Tyler Hero even playing solid defense on Steph. Ayton gets another rebound. What the hell is going on right now, bro? Over Corey. That's a terrible shot. And Ayton gets another rebound. There's no way he has 30 and 22. Ayton, I think, is going to be finals MVP, bro. We did that for the Porzingis deal. You can't say that's bad for either side. I don't even know, bro. I'm ecstatic right now. This was the quickest rebuild, well, not the quickest, but the quickest like when I expected it to be long. That's what she said. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and win the finals. Let's get it. So random, bro, but we win it. And Tyler Hero wins finals MVP. The Bradley Beal trade target. 24 and 9 assists. He became the point guard. 45 and 41. That closeout game, 140 to 120. It wasn't even close. Ayton with 32 and 20. 31 for Denny. 20 for Martas. Bro, what? 26 for Curry. So, like, just out of curiosity, let's go back to player stats real quick. Let's go to NBA Finals. Ayton led us in points and rebounds. It looks like Tyler was third in points. He had 4 rebounds. He had the most assists. I feel like that's kind of a snub, right? I mean, you guys can be the judge, but I think Ayton probably deserved that over Hero, which is crazy to say, but anyway. Martas, everyone just about 15 points. It was really solid. So, I mean, I don't see any point doing another season. Let's go out on top. We hit the reset button, and within a season, we started off mediocre. We came from the play-in and won the championship. Like, our regular season performance, we were third in points allowed, so our defense was terrible. And then we put up 123 points. We were equal on offense and defense. Great on offense, terrible on defense. And I guess it just worked out in our favor. We got lucky that Tatum was injured. I think Boston probably would have beaten us, but we got lucky. We swept them. Yeah, so you can see it says Ayton's tied. I don't know. I guess maybe I just, like I said, accidentally turned off stamina in game, which is fine. We only played like 40 seconds, if that. But we still had guys like Marcus Sasser at a 72 overall. We traded for Josh Minot. We had Johnny Davis. We had Nikola Jovic. We had all these dudes. So if we had to make a trade, I'll spoil it because we're done now. But I was going to go after Anthony Davis or Brandon Ingram. Obviously, AD would have been the 4. Denny would have moved to the 4 if we got Brandon Ingram. But we didn't need to do it. Tyler Hero and DeAndre Ayton got the job done. So there you go, Washington. Those are both realistic targets you can try to acquire. Do with that information what you will. That was a ton of fun, man. Something completely different. I honestly did not expect this roster. Let me get it up. I did not expect this roster to win a championship, but I guess they just gelled. Tyler would have been a 90. Ayton would have been an 89. Did Tyler Hero ever get those badges that I was trying to get him? I mean, he averaged 9 assists. Did he ever upgrade his diamond? He didn't. So I guess he just ended up being a really good playmaker. His playmaking's at an A+, so there you go, play him at the point guard. Ayton was really good. He did what he thinks he can do in Phoenix. He even got catch and shoot there on Silver, which is kind of funny. Denny was very good for us, a great glue guy. I wasn't too thrilled. I mean, Martas Buzelis was really good, so was Ryan Rupert. But I wasn't thrilled with the Jarace Walker pick. I mean, he wasn't bad, but he was kind of meh. Maybe he was playing good defense, who knows. But in any case, I hope you guys did enjoy. We'll see what the Wizards actually do. We're in the offseason now, draft coming up, so that should be fun too. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and until the next video, I'll see you guys then. Peace out.